would, in fact.
And some people fighting. Some violence somewhere.
Well, the violence has started. In fact, it has to do with our dancehall artist, award-winning Stonebwoy. That's because
reigning artist of the year.
Yes, reigning artist of the year, and it has to do with the fact that Stonebwoy's manager addresses rumors about his sabotaged UK show, clashes with Aquaba UK boss. That's Dennis Terrier. Now, let me give you details before we actually play the audios. Let's all listen to all of that. So, first off, says that Stonebwoy's manager has addressed rumors about his alleged sabotage UK show and clashed with the Aquaba UK boss yesterday on the cruise control. Now, two of Ghana's biggest firebrands in music, Stonebwoy and R2Bs, are set to have their shows in the UK on the same day, and promoters for both artists have announced dates and settled on venues in London, which are about 30 minutes apart. Stonebwoy's manager spoke about the situation for the first time, explaining why he believes his artist is being sabotaged. Now, earlier, it was reported that Stonebwoy had flown to Miami and Florida to begin preparations for his upcoming up-and-running North American tour. The tour is expected to kick off at the outset in Chicago, Illinois on Thursday, February 2025. But unfortunately, since this conversation has started yesterday on the cruise control, both parties, that was the manager of Stonebwoy, Chief Styles, and Dennis of Aquaba UK, were on phone to speak to Mercury Quay and Dr. Shine. So first off, let's listen to Chief, who is manager of Stonebwoy, and then after that we'll listen to Dennis, and then I think we can continue with the conversation from there. Please listen attentively so that when you send a message or you want to contribute to this, you'll be able to understand where all of this is happening. We'll also be here. So please, let's listen to manager of Stonebwoy, Chief.
Yeah. I mean, people came from the meeting. And see, Mercury, on the 3rd of January,
right,
when Casey made the call, he was in Ghana by then.
Right.
So me, him, Stone, we sat down and he presented what Dennis said. I don't want to repeat that because I mean, it felt some way. So right there, Stone called Dennis like, "Oh, senior, this is what Casey is telling me. Why? What have I done to you? And where can we meet?" So we talk.
Right.
So we quickly, jump in the car. We went to, he was having an event in Osu Cox Lounge. We went there, we sat in a meeting with him, and then he was like, "Oh, Stone, I felt disrespected from some time, And Stone was like, "No, that was we clarified it right there. We spoke, had a good conversation, and then he even said, I was there, right there, sitting next to him. He said he didn't know that Stone had announced his event. And he was going to also announce his event on the same date. But he's getting to know now, so he's going to go back with his team and then fix it, maybe choose a different date." And Stone even proposed, "Okay, I would gladly want to be part of it, so maybe I can come in and support as a surprise guest." We spoke, had a very good conversation. There's a video to that effect. I saw people share it. I think I posted it on my Snap at that time, so people grabbed it after the meeting. So clearly you could see that it was planned. And before that meeting, I was told, I didn't even say that to Stone, but I was told that this was the plan. And I'm like, bro, when you do this, you are more or less trying to put the heads of the artists together. Stone is very good friends with R2Bs. R2Bs, Mugis is my, Stone and Mugis are very close.
Yeah.
Payday, me and Mugis, he loves me. He's somebody that I respect so much. He's a legend. I respect him as a brother. And when it happens like that, then you make the fans to feel like, oh,
something that happened between the artists and things.
Which is, yes, exactly. It's not supposed to be like that, bro.
Right, so that was Chief, that's manager of Stonebwoy. So now we listen to the CEO of Aquaba UK, Dennis Terrier.
I will tell him the reason,
right,
which we promoted, which Aquaba UK promoted. Yes, so when Chief is sitting there and he doesn't know it's real fact and he wants to talk about sabotage, I will tell him the reason why it got to those words sabotage. And if he, Chief, denies on not coming on air with Stonebwoy, yes, then they should be very careful because there are proofs that is going to be shown on air for everybody to see, every Ghanaian to see that here comes what they did and how it's come up to this and why I got where I am right now. Chief, do you know what contribution I've made towards Ghana music? internationally?
Bossman,
do you know that? How long will you be doing this? Do you know what it is?
Challenging you.
So you know what? Today is not the day. You guys have got your show today. Do it. Make any media in Ghana, please align a meeting with myself, Stonebwoy, KC, and Chief. Okay? And I'll bring some hard evidence, facts. Anybody could promote Ghana independence. You think this is the first time? You said you're doing an album tour. I've got nothing wrong with you doing an album tour. KC fully knows. And Chief, you contacted me on the 4th January 2025. That's when you guys made contact to me. I've got the evidence. That's when Stonebwoy came to see me. I've already booked my venue long time ago. Okay?
But our booking had gone to Live Nation way
to do my event long time ago. An event, let me educate you small, Chief. I've been doing Ghana independence for the culture since 1998. I've come up against many competitors. I'm still in the business doing the same thing. Many generations, many expats who are living here right now in Ghana have been through my events. So be very careful of what you're saying. But I'm taking you on this challenge. Name the place, the time, and bring KC and bring Stonebwoy and bring the evidence that you've got, right? Especially messages from Stonebwoy to me. I want you to bring that. I've got it captured already, but I want you to bring that, okay? So that it doesn't look like it's coming from my phone. Don't be sitting on radio and be lying to Ghanaians, okay?
No, boss. I'm never lying.
This is Hits.
All right, so there you go. So that was Chief Charles, Styles, and that was Dennis of Aquaba UK. You heard from both sides, and
you missed Chief Charles.
Yeah, someone. Oh yeah,
you
Chief
missed
Charles.
Chief Charles.
Oh my goodness!
You remember him?
I remember him.
Chief
Charles. Yeah. So this is Chief Styles. I mean, some people call him Abiola. Yeah. So Chief, and Chief is the manager of Stonebwoy, and also Dennis is the CEO of Aquaba UK. They also have an event coming up in March, same day, and this is it. One party feels the other party is trying to sabotage them. Obviously, manager of Stonebwoy who has addressed the rumors, and now Dennis has also now come out to say that, listen, that's not the case, and he's ready to show evidence to back all of that up. Kwame, Adam, you have both heard the audios, and I'm sure even aside the audios, you've probably been following the story. You've heard a thing or two. But yes, so after listening to both parties, I'm sure you definitely have something to share. If you also listen to the audios and you have also heard a thing or two with regards to these events that are set to take place in the United Kingdom, do well to send me a message via WhatsApp number 0548841039, and also you can drop your comments via our social media pages at Hits 1039 FM. We got you, we did here, and we are all about the industry. So let's just set the ball rolling. Who is starting?
Adam.
I mean, for me, I would have wished we didn't get here, because now from both camps, everybody is saying I did this ahead of time, even before, and I mean, if you are in the UK and you know the calendar is somehow constricted that certain period everybody want to do something, and the independence celebration around 6 to 8 March is a very important calendar for event organizers there. So it's like every event organizer wants to milk that aspect of the calendar,
right?
Because they feel like this is where Ghanaians want to come out around March 8th because of the independence celebration,
right?
So if you are not careful, events are likely to clash. And for me, when it happens, the most important is that there should be a strategic way of trying to sit and execute something. But from the look of things, that arrangement has happened in terms of trying to sit down. But to what did that yield? That is where the challenge is. Like, they spoke, but there wasn't any agreement. And now it's like it cannot, where it has gotten to, and the time, it cannot be like, okay, jai mejai sikasemwakom. So Sisiano, where we've gotten to, it's likely we're going to see both events happen.
Yeah,
we're going to see our 2Bs. So for me, now that it is what it is. Like my friend Aquaba Jonas will say, it is what it is.
Right.
They need to find a strategic way of ensuring they all have audience at their events, because I mean, even you can, from their voices, it's like nobody's ready to back down. And if you look at, if you are close to people in the UK, you can feel some level of cracks in the event organized promoters front there. I mean, that seeming, I mean, show of power, seeming, I mean, you came to meet me, I'm here, okay, I'm on top. I mean, that air is brewing among them. And that makes it, if you're not careful, it can even create a problem for the artists. Okay. So, for me, they should, if they cannot have an agreeing point, they should execute their events peacefully. I'm not sure this will be maybe the last time or the first time we may see this. It's likely going to happen. But when it happens, what should be the plan B? I mean, that should be the most important now. There shouldn't be further confrontations. I mean, because at the end of the day, we want to come in one accord and project Ghana music out there. And if we come out as, I mean, confronting each other and like they are saying there is an issue of sabotage, and it will not go well for Ghana music, because already, the top one, if you are coming with a divided front, so like, I don't want this to degenerate into something else. I mean, where it will create enmity between some of the promoters, and further, at the end of the day, it's a theft. So when it further degenerates into something, Ghana music will suffer. So what will happen is that maybe the promoter for Stonebwoy's event, the next time the other party is doing, they will also go and do, and this will not be the best, in the best interest of Ghana, I mean, entertainment. Now, I know there are some people who call the shots in UK in the space. I'll be glad they can all come together and see how best they can resolve it. But if it's not resolvable, they should go ahead. Both of them have their own shows, find their own strategies to bring the people together and have a good time.
Okay. Kwame.
Yeah. When I first heard this whole Stonebwoy UK show sabotage, I didn't pay mind to it, because I thought it was some fan-based rivalry. Because I saw people from SM Camp, people from Beam Nation insulting each other, calling themselves names. So I thought it was a usual fight between two camps. I didn't pay attention until recently, and yesterday when I heard the interview that Dennis had with Mercury and then Chief Styles.
Yes.
And I was like, oh. So if Dennis and Aquaba UK have been doing independence concert for the past how many years? Since 1998. Why isn't he saying that his show has rather been sabotaged? Because his is a ritual, it's an annual event.
Right.
It happens every time.
Every year
within that period.
Right.
He does it every year, and people then know that every year it will happen.
Right.
If the silk mat maybe falls on Thursday, they will try maybe push it to the Saturday
or Friday or something.
So if you live in the UK and you know this event, you know every year they will have that independence concert. So then, even if Stonebwoy had released his flyers last year, and people know that every year they have the concerts for independence in the UK, why isn't Dennis or maybe Alodia, why aren't they saying that Stonebwoy is rather the one who is trying to sabotage their show? Because obviously theirs is a ritual. Why is Stonebwoy's Camp the only party trying to create the impression that their show is being sabotaged? I'm struggling to understand this. I don't know if there is more to it than all the interview that we've heard so far. Because to me, the interview I've heard from both sides tells me that this is a show that is always held. Stonebwoys is an album tour.
Album tour, yeah.
That has coincided with this event. So I don't think anybody should blame anybody for sabotage. Maybe somebody did not do due diligence in doing research to know that there could be a coincidence, a clash. Maybe. So what do we do now? I think maybe we should try to do an experiment.
Okay.
And see for the first time. And see 2 Ghanaian shows being held
On the same
30
day?
minutes drive apart on the same day. Let's see if we can make a statement.
Okay.
As Adam said, maybe either party, either camps can just go and try to, galvanize support and funds and drive the audience into the auditoriums. So we can say, for the first time in the history of Ghana, 2 Ghanaian events have been held in 2 different places on the same day, and we nailed it. We filled the auditoriums. How about that? Why are we fighting? Because from all indications, Stonebwoy is not going to change his date. Aquaba UK, they will not change their date. So what do we do now? The way forward is still go ahead. But how do you get the people to come there and watch or enjoy the show? Now, Stonebwoy is bringing on, I saw a flyer recently, I think 2 days ago. He has Ara the J and somebody, Famille.
Famille,
On the bill. Famille and Ara the J.
I'm coming.
They are on. That's it. Okay. And then for the Aquaba UK people, they are independence concert. You also have R2B,
Olive the Boy, Kim
yes.
Paluta.
Yes. So then we have the men. They both have the men.
So now you wanna go talk, we got the men.
I beg. We have the musicians.
Some of the organizers in UK are saying
they both have the musicians. They have the top tier musicians on both sides. They should go out there and play the shows. And the people in the UK, you to go and support them. Go. If you want to go to Stonebwoy, go. If you want to go to Aquaba UK,
you go to
how many Ghanaians do we have in the UK? I think about over 10,000 or something.
10,000.
Bro saying somebody was giving some.
And I pay crying the account.
Yes. A lot of them. So I think I was talking about London, right? I'm not UK.
Still, man,
so it's more than that.
More than.
Okay, I don't have the right figures, but there are so many
figures.
Quarter of Ghana's population lives in London.
Unofficial figures in quite dangerous.
There are so many people in London as we speak now who are Ghanaians. If truly you are also for the development of our entertainment industry and events in the UK, as we've always drummed home, please go out there and support our people so that we can make a statement for the first time in the history of Ghanaian events in the UK. Somebody even said that possibly Wale might make a surprise appearance at the Independence concert. No, I heard some discussion. Possibly. And people are trying to read meanings into Alodia's affiliation with with Wale, and then with the Independence concert.
They won't talk to their planning something.
And precedents. So
you go fit do.
And also on the back that I remember Alodia once said Stonebwoy isn't that huge in the UK. So people are doing calculations, they are doing permutations, and according to them, they think that there could be an ulterior motive. But wait, Charlie, if the event has been going on for the past how many years, since 1998, then I'm not sure we can say this is sabotage. I am not sure we can say that. Right. Because if you say they should move theirs to, let's say, a week later, it doesn't really look independence, or even a week before.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, they should just continue and do their individual shows.
Okay.
Aquaba and
Kwabena. But Aquaba and Kwabena was a different case because it was at the same venue. It was a venue issue, not even date.
Yeah, so Obi Beji, Obi Vaz, I
don't know. It was a venue. It was a venue issue. That one was a venue issue. It wasn't
now this year. Look at I'm trying
this
to
one.
Say
They had their.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that. Look at this year. Now both of them had their events on the same day.
And everybody had a beautiful show. So Stonebwoy and Aquaba UK Alodia Promotions, they can have either shows or either show and then still have a good one. I think, Charlie, we shouldn't stress over this.
Ashes,
Now I'm here.
good morning.
Oh, Kwamina will make a surprise stop
Now I'm here.
at both of the shows.
Well, he has the experience.
Good morning, Ashes.
Yes, morning, my dear.
I hope you're doing well.
Yes, God has been good.
We
Yeah.
thank God. You've been following the conversation.
Yeah.
And you are an artist manager. And you do events too.
Yes.
He's been going to the UK too.
So, I mean, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, two different camps. Same, I mean, Ghanaians, artists, event promotions.
Okay, so first off, sometimes you need to test the status quo to see how strong you are. And this is a typical test case, like Kwame said, for us. Maybe with the day, we chase the Nigerians, and we go feel low too, we go feel that, make you people feel and make we see. It be simple. If we are able to fill both venues, we'll be able to fill the O2 easily. Because every day we loud mouths.
Yeah.
And wait. Okay, it be there, no. Make you put do and make we see. It be simple. No fights, no stress. Why should somebody fight over this one? This one will be fight. You want to do your show? Do your show. Allow the other person do his show. We have choices, right? We have various brands that's going to be performing on the night. Whoever touches whoever's heart, that's where they will go.
Yeah.
I mean, we shouldn't. Nobody has to sabotage anybody. Or that sing play, it annoys me. Why are you saying they are sabotaging you? Do your homework. Do your research. Do what you got to do. Why is he sabotaging you? So he should drop his show for you to go on. How does somebody put his hand in his pocket and then allow his money to just go to waste and then allow you to do yours? How? What kind of school of thought is that? You are strong enough. You are a brand. You are a mighty Stonebwoy. Stand on your toe and stop the talking and promote. Unless this is a strategic plan for the thing to actually galvanize a lot of noise by both camps. You know, then that one there, it's cool. But if not, Stonebwoy is a huge brand. Right? From get-go, he believed in himself. That's why he chose to do the show on Independence. They should have a database of the kind of people they will be able to get into the auditorium. Or else they are wrestling in vain. Because Aquaba UK has that database. Alodia has that database. These are two huge brands you are fighting against. They are not artists, they are event promoters. They know the trade more than you. Unless he sold his show probably to an events organizer.
Live Nation.
Yes, then probably they would also have a database to try and run this. But even no matter how Live Nation has a database, you cannot play with Alodia or play with Dennis. No, you will fail. Trust me, you will fail. Dennis has been doing this, like you said, from 98. This year marks 20 years of party in the park.
Exactly.
Charlie.
Don't play with Dennis. Do not let no Ghanaian promoter try rival with that too. Alodia UK and Dennis. Aquaba UK. Don't try. These two have held Ghana music in UK for this long. When there was nothing for us to sing on, these two come up with something every year on. I work close a little bit with Dennis because of Albert. Yeah. So I saw the budget that's going into this, the budget that's going to go into party in the park. Yo,
no joke.
My people for Stanwell. Truth. And like I'm saying, everything has to do with database. As an event organizer, if you do not have your database, if you do not have the connect, because the Ghanaians live in a certain society. If you go to UK, that's how they live. If you go to Germany, that everywhere you go, we have our own way of playing. So if Kwame is going to go to Ghana Independence, I am going to Ghana Independence. Adam is going to Ghana Independence. You are going, because Kwame has influence over all of us.
Right. Okay.
That's how it works in the communities. So word around spreads very fast. We do not go and probably pay attention to BBC and no, we pay attention to the news in our Ghanaian communities. So then, if Dennis has that database of getting all of us in this room into that auditorium, Hello. Yeah. It's going to be very dangerous for the other party. Probably that's why they are shouting. Probably are looking at their sales. Probably are looking at and stuff is not moving. So they have to make the noise, right, for the people to see that we are coming. Because you can actually be there and the people don't know that you are there. You can be there. You could have. We've been to concerts and Yantisa Mobile.
You finished the concert. Concert
because that database I'm talking about did not reach you. But another person in that town might be contacted, and it will trickle down to thousands of people. What's happening?
He's adjusting it to suit your level.
Why Nana?
He's a speaker, microphone expert.
But he would distort my thoughts.
He's a microphone expert.
So, like I'm saying, it is up to the Beam natives or the Beam Nation people to do a good research. Because look at the lineup that Dennis has put up. That's not a play for UK. Don't try R2Bs in UK.
Sure. Okay.
R2Bs in UK is a menace. It's a big menace there. The London boys and R2Bs, it'd be different thing.
Yeah.
Typical London boys and R2Bs, like I'm saying, that's a different thing. The Ghanaian community now and Kimpaluta, that'd be a different message altogether.
Okay.
You understand me?
Good and new.
Ara the J and Famia is huge, but they don't weigh as much as
Famia
the R2Bs might
go with Peter.
weigh.
You go with Peter, so they are two.
You understand me? Famia is huge. The London community there also likes Famia. I don't know about the recent happenings, if it's going to affect him in any way.
Yeah. Okay.
That I don't know. Because you see, that's what I'm saying. Ghana people, they talk. And if they say you, if they give you are dead. You are dead. Like, forget it. They go come stand the gate and watch you people.
But they won't enter.
They don't go enter. They don't go enter.
And when you finish the show, they are the same people who are going to run with the information.
Yes.
Obiambo.
They go come the gate. You go see them. They stand there with them boga self, but they no go enter. I've gone to shows like that.
But I'm quite a video.
Yes.
Live, bro.
So this is what I was thinking Stone should have done.
Good.
First off, look at the huge promoters in the terrain.
Great.
Align with them. Have a show with them.
Yes.
If you wanted to. Because the database is important. So once you knew that you were going there, they are having an independence. These people have been doing it consistently. You should have let your managers call him. This is business sense. Okay, Charlie, we come, we want to do so. Make we your team, maybe I go take 30% out of everything. Then you guys take 70%. Cool. But this is the typical Ghanaian.
Maybe they also have the research.
I'm not saying they don't do, but Adam.
Or maybe they tried.
Adam, do you think a new station? Hold on. Do you think a new entertainment station can just come up and rival with Hits FM all of a sudden and get the numbers that Hits FM gets in the morning?
Because this didn't happen overnight.
Overnight, that's what I'm saying. So it's not like you can have your entertainment show. Do you know that people who have been trying to
replicate this concept,
which never works? Because the audience are not there. They're looking for facts and information, authentication on something. So they will go here. Right? Who wants to go and sit in an auditorium that has 10 people or 20 people, whilst the other one is having like 100 people? I'm hearing everybody go here. You say make a buy, go here. I don't go. It is what it is. So this whole thing, I'm saying, probably might be a gimmick to get the numbers.
Right.
If not, then they should really amplify their thing louder now, because fighting Dennis, fighting Alodia is a big crime. It is a big crime for any event organizer to do. These two are I'll say they are untouchable in UK. They are untouchable.
They've been successful.
It not be easier to do show outside though. I have tried, so I know it is not easy at all. No matter who you think you are.
Especially when the people can easily convert.
See, listen, they have
to Ghana City.
They have their work schedules are very different.
Yeah.
So for somebody to go and ask for work leave, and come to your concert, it must mean a lot. Yeah. It must mean that he's coming to see Adam. It must mean that he's coming to see Kwame. He's not coming, not because you are the artist.
Yeah.
Not because he likes you too much. It's they don't get to see each other regularly like the way we get to see each other. So when things like this happen, That is when they go out. Have you ever wondered why the EPL stadiums are always full? Do you know why? That's the only time they get to socialize. That is the only time. They are so bored with work and other things that they don't get to see like the way I can't see. No, not like that. So they will buy seasonal tickets and wait.
True.
It was a year time. No, it doesn't work like that. So they must know that a queue is going here. Then they will take the risk of taking sick leaves or other things and join that queue going here.
Yeah.
Either than that, make we forget. So it is a good test, like you said, for Ghana. It is a good test case. Let us try and see. And the other side is, why are we thinking of only Ghanaians?
Yeah.
Who told you that Congolese, Senegalese, Malians, Zimbabweans don't like Ghana music?
They do.
It is because we are lazy. That's why we are not stretching out. If we
another solid point.
If we are thinking
only Ghanaians,
if we are thinking out the box, we will see that Nigerians who like Ghana music. We will see that this Congolese and Senegalese and other nationals like even the whites. Some like Ghanaians, but our marketing strategies are weak.
So we don't reach
them. We just want to do the lazy job by targeting the Ghanaians there. Oh, Ghana for the Debbie. When you go to shows, it's not only Ghanaians that go.
Yeah.
You see a couple of whites trickling. They love our music. It is because we are lazy. Doreen, we went to Spain.
Yeah.
The band thing that we went to do in Spain was
vis-a-vis.
Did you see Ghanaians there or you saw whites there?
It was only whites. In fact, they even took our clothes, our t-shirts. We
were there.
Yes, they took it from us and they enjoyed that. They were even dancing more than we who went there.
We were there. We saw them.
We stood there and watched them enjoy our music.
Us.
Yeah.
They were happy. We sold out something to them.
Yeah.
And that credit goes to Kweku Mante. For those who say he didn't do anything, that's credit. That trying to bridge that Ghana and but he didn't have the muscle.
Even then he wasn't even deputy minister.
Yes,
he was
creative
arts council, acting president or something.
And
like
that is the reason why the band that is touring around the world now, Santrophe is everywhere now. They are the babies from that, and the other one Fra. All these bands are the babies from that particular initiative.
And even those who even did it here are benefiting from other things as well.
Look at the Santrophe band. I watched them in Japan. I was there with them in Holland. My God. And it is not the music you haven't heard before. It is the way the crowd is responding to the particular music these guys are selling. And you are so proud that you are standing in the middle of a Ghanaian group of musicians who are selling us out. They are not targeting Ghanaians. They are targeting, they sell in Japan, they sell in Norway and other things. So it tells you we can do it, but we are lazy. The Ghanaian, the typical average Ghanaian is so lazy that he never wants to think outside the box. That's why we are getting this problem. So now, let us think outside the box for once. Let's get the Senegalese, the Congolese, the Cameroonians, everybody. Let's try and reach them. Where are they? Why can't we go to their communities and sell our messages to them for them to come to our show? Easy. Put one of their artists on. Find a way of collaborating with their people. And then you get them coming to your shows.
Right.
Lazy people.
Yes.
No, I think your submission needs a round of applause.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Because he's nailed it from all the angles, all the corners.
It's heavy.
I don't know, Doreen. I've not heard if they've said that Stonebwoy was contacted to join the independents. I've not heard them. Have they said that in any interview? I don't know.
I think so far it's become
what
like
Ashley said just brought my mind to that. Imagine if Stonebwoy was part of the independence concert and maybe merging his tour with that.
Easy.
Then they would also help promote it.
It is easy. It's sold out.
It's sold out.
Sold out.
You have the audience to still market your product to them.
Capitalize on something. Be creative. Be
And I'm a madam.
Easy. This is Alodia. This is Dennis.
I think.
Charlie, just tally with them. Talk to them. Pali. We could do this. And this is what the Nigerians do better than us.
Collaboration.
You will see Ashake show. There's Whiskey there. He doesn't need to call them. They don't pick phones to call them.
They are coming.
Basket Mouth will fly and go to Wizkid's concert, first class, by himself. And Wizkid will be so surprised to see him.
Yeah.
Why won't Wizkid replicate the same thing for Basket Mouth?
Exactly.
Why? He will. He will come and support anybody. You see them, Olamide and all these boys, they will fly.
And it brings me back to even Kiddy and Kwame Eugene's concert.
Yeah.
How, I mean, they were there, and you see, at the point, I was even, because I knew, yes, our Ghanaian artists, but to see the Nigerians come in.
No, don't even go Nigerian. To see Kwabna, who had nothing to do with that event.
Yes.
Flew all the way to go and support his brothers.
Oh, he was there?
Yes, he was there.
He was there. We just went to support them.
Went to support them. I was there, and I saw Patoranking. I'm like,
Yes.
Patoranking said he's coming to support them.
Yes.
Then I saw Sarkodie. I'm like, it
is what it is. We're all there.
That was how they all came in. And I remember even at the backstage, some of them saying that if this is how we are to do it, do you know how it will go a long way to help all of us?
That is the way to go.
Stonebwoy was also there to support them.
Yes.
You know? But right after that, it looks like every time...
And we sold Ghana.
We sold Ghana. So it was so beautiful.
It's easy for all of us to team up and do this together. It's not hard though. It is the way to go. Have you ever wondered if there's a Shatawale, there's a Stonebwoy, there's a Sarkodie, probably there's a Kwabna, or there's a somebody at the O2 Arena, the main Indigo,
I said
the main arena.
Clean.
We will sell it.
Clean.
It doesn't. It must not take one person to try and sell the whole arena before we say Ghana has sold arena. But you see, that simple understanding between these artists never works.
Come together, work together.
Never works. But these three, you even take everybody, take Sarkodie, take Stone, take Satchata, put them at the O2 Arena. It's a sold out.
Of course.
Because everybody has his market crowd all across Africa. Driven. This one is huge here, this one is huge here, this one is huge here. So you're not getting Ghanaians alone coming in.
Right.
You're getting the whole continent wanting to come and support these people, watch their crafts. It shouldn't be difficult for these three to just do this. They should just put their heads together. Phone calls away. Fine Alodia, fine Dennis. It is simple.
Well, it's going to be tough. I mean, listening to both parties and what transpired yesterday, this is just snippet, excerpts of it. But if you had listened to the entire conversation, then you'd have seen that there was more to it. So as you all have said, maybe this is the time we all need to, just allow both parties do their shows.
And Dory, let me say something. If we talk about sabotage, this is not sabotage. The real sabotage will come after this.
Right.
This is not the outcome. This is not the no. These guys live there. Do you live there?
No.
Do you play with them? So you shouldn't walk in the muddy waters with these people because they can actually sabotage you.
Yeah.
They've got the radio stations, they've got the people, they've got the numbers, and they will harm you. Word of mouth in Europe, word of mouth in the outer land is dangerous.
It's dangerous, yeah.
Yes, so we've been to a show where one fool just woke up and said, yes, so I'm
and that was it.
That was it. End of show.
And everybody just relax.
Finish. Simple. Nobody they come. What did they come do for there?
Yeah.
So word of mouth, especially particular key people who are like they see themselves as like the pinpointers in the industry. If they put word of mouth on you, be very careful. So I will beg Chief, as my younger brother, to calm down. It's not over. If after this show there's a lot at stake.
Yeah.
So partnership is the way forward. Partnership, Ghana musicians, and Charlie, the way we treat event organizers is not fair. The demands our artists do on these event organizers really is not fair. It is not fair and it's unprofessional. We should say this. We're only looking at today and what we get from today. I want this, I want first class. I want on your normal flight, will you take first class? But because an event organizer comes for you, you won't carry your family all on first class.
Or maybe
it's so unfair. You want this, you want that. He should take you shopping. He should do this. Come on. So by the time the event organizer is done doing all these things for you, they have forgotten the event. They are tired. The promotion and everything is gone. You've wasted it. If I say I go talk this matter,
we no go finish. That one day we no go finish. And I pray that it doesn't get to that state. It doesn't get to that sabotage state.
Yeah.
I pray that after this, both parties can come together and actually sit and talk about this, because it's not looking good. Even as a country, it's not looking good on us.
A country called Ghana.
A country called Ghana.
It doesn't look good on us, and I pray that this will be resolved and then things can go well as planned. It's rather unfortunate, but as I'm near that one,
Uncle Dennis from The Voice with Japan.
Oh, yes.
This is Dennis you're talking
The
about.
first time I'm hearing him speak with that
Yeah, he's a very calm
aggression.
person.
Because he feels disrespected.
Very soft spoken. But this time around, Charlie.
Dennis, we know we get Dennis arguing.
You never get him even angry or something.
And we dey play with Dennis. We are playing with Dennis.
He's not
honestly.
with the
If you know who Dennis is and if you know his credentials, you know what he can do, don't play with Dennis.
Yeah.
Do you know the budget for this year's party in the park? Which Ghanaian event organizer will reach that budget?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
And he's been in this for many.
Yes, and this is the 20th year.
The first people that played Tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Ghana
Party in the park.
Yes.
They played the first one.
I've seen photos of Gifty Auntie at one of the events. Who's
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah.
It's
like
It's been a long time coming.
They've done it over the years. So we pray that this, as I said, we pray that it's resolved so that it doesn't get to that point where, that sabotage or issues of sabotage will come in, because that is not what we want for our industry. We're in 2025 and we're hoping that things will get better for the industry.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,